Sao Paulo, the largest city in the Americas, ultra-connected and now ultra-surveyed. Over 50,000 cameras constantly watch the 24 million inhabitants of this megacity. Every 3 minutes here, a mobile phone is stolen. The surveillance is known as Smart Sampa, the largest facial recognition system in Latin America. In theory, it's meant to protect citizens.
Fala, Ailton, beleza? Beleza, demorou.
Ailton Alves lives in Heliópolis, Sao Paulo's largest favela. Since the cameras were installed, his life has become a nightmare.
Once I was arrested on this very route. I was on foot walking along quietly, and there was a police car waiting for me at the bus stop.
It was human error that linked his photo to that of his namesake, a man wanted for the murder of a police officer in another state. He's been arrested 5 times in just 7 months.
Mãe, a senhora está em casa? Tudo bem com a senhora?
When I saw it was the police, I thought to myself, I just have to get out.
It was by going public with his story that Ailton finally managed to have his face removed from the system. But the manhunt has traumatized his whole family.
Can you imagine the shame I felt in front of my family, my neighbors? I've lived here all my life. I know everyone.
We're just left with a sense of injustice. And what's become of him, his mental state, and all the job opportunities he's lost? Who's making amends? No one.
With a budget of over €1.5 million a month, Smart Sampa nonetheless boasts of being infallible.
7 anos de fuga acabam em poucos minutos. Smart Sampa, inteligência para deixar São Paulo mais segura. Prefeitura de São Paulo.
The City Council shows off how successful it's been right at the entrance to the control centre with this arrest counter. Luis Antonio is in charge of 250 officers who keep an eye on the whole city 24 hours a day.
5. Pegamos. Mais um. Mais um.
Cadê que ele tá? Tá com você? Parabéns à equipe aí.
In the last 2 years, thefts have fallen by over 15%, 153 missing persons have been found, and even more impressively, nearly 10,000 people have been arrested, all caught in the act or on the run from the police, according to the inspector.
These are criminals wanted for murder, rape or robbery. When they pass near a camera, the AI identifies them and alerts us. We only send a patrol when the AI is 92% certain. We never send one if it's less than that. It's almost 100% certain.
But the system is now under heavy suspicion of racial profiling, accusations the City Council denies. The case of Ailton Alves, an exception, according to them.
Out of 100% of arrests, there is barely a 1% error rate.
The City Council's Transparency Report, published in 2025, states 82 people were wrongfully arrested in just 6 months. The official data doesn't specify their race, but Ailton and his lawyer are convinced that racial bias exists. They've decided to take the state and the city of Sao Paulo to court for emotional distress. According to them, Smart Sampa mainly targets black men from marginalized neighborhoods.
His cousin went through the same thing.
And he's black too. That's what I'm saying. This sort of thing only happens to black people. The way the system works is purely based on appearance.
The majority of the Brazilian population is black, and yes, discrimination exists. And mainly, I'm telling you this because I experience it myself in the hood. When police enter a favela, they don't want to know anything about you. They just treat you like a criminal.
It's a sense of persecution that is far from being felt in the upmarket neighborhoods of Sao Paulo. Here, Smart Sampa faces a different type of opposition.
Yes, there are positives to the system, because we feel safer. But at the same time, we don't know what might be done with our image, how it might affect us.
It's a system that could be used to restrict my freedom of expression and my political freedom. So no, I'm not really in favor of it.
With the presidential and parliamentary elections just a few months away, could Smart Sampa become a political tool? Human rights organizations are concerned about the infringement of people's individual rights.
The vast majority of people are arrested because they haven't paid their child support, for example. Obviously, that's a serious offense, but it has nothing to do with public safety. It's a civil offense.
Alongside them, groups of lawyers are calling for a strict legislative framework to be established.
There's no turning back. It's urgent. We need to think about the future we want. If we're heading towards a future where projects like Smart Sampa become the norm, we'll live under constant surveillance. And then there's a risk our privacy could disappear completely.
Sao Paulo's Big Brother system is far from being universally accepted in Brazil. More than 50 MPs from over 13 states across the country have already tabled bills to ban facial recognition.